Cheer. You know what time it is, my brothers and sisters. Let's go! Yeah. Fa-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya. Ba-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya. Fa-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya. Ba-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya. Light it up! Yo, banging on the beat, breaking the concrete, defeating demons on a daily basis, glowing radiance, raising the consciousness to the most high status, Lumen lyrical brightness, supreme natural intelligence. There's no coincidence that I'm rocking, feeding the knowledge to the masses. Vets and youth always speak the fire of truth, wisdom. Life is about growth and development, so build your light for the tests in life. Never give up, never let up. That's what's up. You know what time it is, so push forward, elevate your mind in the sun and rise.
Check it, listen, coming through, call your bun. I'm an intellectual to the precise decimal of mathematical root radicals. So we see this, I mean this, the fire of truth. From the sheer might, the fire of truth. Preach, teach, the fire of truth.
Just levitate, levitate, keep your head straight. Just levitate, levitate. Even if the world is so cold, we just levitate, levitate. Set these lies.
Holistic wellness and elevation, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another Live Blaze broadcast brought to you by your brother, your solar sovereign son, the radiant one, supreme natural intelligence, intelligent genes, intelligent genetics. My brothers and sisters, we are continuing the fire blazing, the cooking and barbecuing of the lies and deceptions. It's about high time that you take the mask off your face, stop acting, stop pretending, stop faking, and speak the fire of truth authentically and genuinely. Listen to reason and listen to wisdom, my brothers and sisters. So let's get right to the matter at hand in today's Live Blaze. Listen up.
If we comply, friends, we will be Australia in a matter of months. If you're not awake to what is happening globally, the elites right now of Hollywood, the entertainment industry, the athletic industry, sports, and all these big juggernaut corporations, they are pushing a narrative right now in people's minds to believe it's okay if those of us that choose not to get the jab die. Are you kidding me? Isn't that what they went through in Germany? That's straight Hitler stuff, friends. That's what Hitler and the Nazis, that's what they did. They programmed the people to make them believe that it was better if these Jews were gone. They needed to be separated from them. It's the same evil, friends. It's the exact same evil that is working to divide our country right now, and that evil wants to take over this country, and we are the last great hope for the world. If the light goes out in the United States of America, so goes the rest of the world. All I can tell you is, if you comply right now, you better be willing to comply all the way to, call it the gas chamber, call it whatever you want, but you better be willing to comply all the way, because they will not stop taking every last bit of freedom you have until you are 100% a slave to the system, a slave to them, and when they have all the power, there's no future for the next generations. This right here, friends, what is happening right now is the hill that every single one of us need to be willing to stand up, do everything we can, ignite a passion in our family and our friends.
And that is a fire of truth, my brothers and sisters. You got to stand on the foundation of truth, open your mouth, stand up for your rights, your intrinsic, unalienable constitutional rights, And let us put an end to this nonsense, my brothers and sisters. You gotta stand up strong, stop being a coward, stop being weak. You have a right to make your own decisions in life. So it's time that you take hold of your power and let us stand united in the fire of truth to make some positive, progressive changes to get rid of these criminals out of office. These tyrannical actors and players out of office. Because clearly, they really don't know they're really playing games with you. And they need to be removed, brothers and sisters. So let us move on to the next one.
If we comply, friends, we will be Australia in a matter of months.
Let's move on to the next one.
Fried and talk about come get this vaccine. You want to take my children into a room and give them a Snicker bar and some damn fries and talk about come get this vaccine? It is tantamount to kidnapping. That's what it is.
Call it what it is.
You don't have control of my children. You don't have control of me. They shut our doors and try to give us God Fauci. To hell with Fauci.
Fuck Fauci! He's a fraud! Fucking criminal!
Churches are surrendering their pulpits to the demonic hostile. I'm not coming to your church. You're not getting my tithe. Are you crazy? Take your children out of school. I'm a former educator of 24 years. They stopped teaching them years ago. You just didn't know.
Yep. Facts.
You just didn't know.
Facts.
Education went to hell years ago.
Facts.
They taught them compliance.
Yep.
They stopped teaching them to think. Analytical thought went out the window with state exams.
Yep.
Those state exams are just being used to track your children, to determine who's going to college, to train them, to support this God-forsaken system, all the rest that's going elsewhere. They have pushed us into prison. I don't care how you look at it. If you're in corporate America, you're imprisoned by your lifestyle. If you're in the government, you're imprisoned by your job with good benefits. You understand? If you are on subsidy, you're imprisoned by their benefits. We have to get out their system, pull yourself out, pull your dollars out, and level it.
Sheesh, man, the sister kicking that fire of truth for real, my brothers and sisters. Truth blazing. Sheesh.
What? Slow motion this side.
Woo, that's a killer right there. God damn.
Go. Israelite time.
It's a beast in this motherfucker. You can feel the energy.
Take my children into a room and give them a Snicker bar and some damn fries and talk about come get this vaccine.
See, my brothers and sisters, this is not about health. If this was really about health, brothers and sisters, and stopping you from getting a virus, there would be a lot of major things that the government would be doing as it pertains to foundational health. But they want to make a vaccine mandatory. But they don't want to address your foundational health to ensure that your body is stronger so you don't spread the virus or you don't even obtain the sickness and disease of the virus. You got to question their agenda. Question the motives, my brothers and sisters. This is not about health. If it was really about health, there would be serious changes taking place, not just with the vaccination. Foundational measures of health would be addressed holistically. From your health, from your overall lifestyle would be addressed. But why are they only focusing on the vaccine? Just take this vaccine and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna survive. No. You're not serious about the people's health. Otherwise, you would be getting all the experts involved as it pertains to lifestyle health, foundational health involved, to ensuring that the people are healthy and strong and they're more resilient with more vitality. So when calamity and pestilence and disease does come, to test you, you'll be able to overcome those barriers, blockades, and fortresses. And that is a fire of truth, man. Truth blazing, facts being facts being manufactured at factory. Fire blast! Now let's move on to the next one. Holistic truth. Not your perspective or perception. Holistic truth. On to the next one. Now let's get some comedy here. Some mild comedy here. Fire of truth, what is mild comedy?
As your Canadian health minister, ending this pandemic is very simple. We all need to get vaccinated against COVID-19, and as the virus mutates, we need to take the boosters as they become available. And because you can still catch and spread the virus, even if you do have the vaccine, you still need to wear a mask, socially distance, and there likely will be more lockdowns in the future. Is there any questions?
So will we ever be going back to normal?
No, we will not. And the more you go along with the recommendations from us at Public Health and the absurd restrictions from our government, then the less likely it is for us to ever go back to normal ever again. So, yeah, it's going to get worse. Next question, please.
Yeah, Minister, I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Have we asked the obvious question, do these vaccines work?
Security? Yes. Okay, everyone calm down. The science is settled. Okay, there will be no further explanations for for the public.
And you know what's funny about that little example that you saw with that skit? How they shut the guy up from asking questions about the vaccine's validity, getting into the details of the vaccine, how they censoring. What do you think all the social media platforms are doing? When people are asking intelligent questions, requiring certain answers to show and prove the studies on this new version of vaccine, because it's not a regular vaccine. They need to show and prove the case studies on this, the long-term effects of this. The reason why they're shutting the truth speakers out, because they don't have it, because it's experimental. It's a new vaccine. That's the comedic effect of this. Even though it was a lot of fire of truth, this is how a government should be telling you. They should be telling you the truth instead of lying all the time. Let's move on to the next one now. Let's go to Joe Rogan. It's a skit of him.
They're agreeing with that censorship. They're like, yes, censor those people. Get rid of those voices. Deplatform people that I disagree with. And they don't understand where this goes. It's like where people are saying, the people that have been vaccinated, that want a vaccine passport. Yes, we should have a vaccine passport. I've been vaccinated. That's not going to. It's only going to help me.
Yeah.
I did my part. I took one for the team, and I went out and got vaccinated to be a good citizen. Those people who didn't, fuck them. We should have a vaccine passport.
Makes zero sense.
But here's the problem with it. The vaccine passport, it doesn't end there. It's going to keep going, and it's going to lead to some sort of a social system. You're going to have a social credit system similar to what they have in China.
You think it'll happen in our lifetime?
100%.
You're saying 100%?
100% it can happen in
Are
our
you
lifetime.
okay with that?
No.
Okay, so then
100% can happen in our lifetime because people will step with it. They will go, as long as it benefits them and as long as it aligns with their ideology, they will ignore the dangers of a social credit.
What? Slow motion this side.
That speaks for itself. That's why you got to stand on the foundation of truth and stop allowing them to incrementally implement these tyrannical agendas for the New World Order to take away your freedoms. Where are we going to go next?
If you are vaccinated, this is driving me up a damned wall. If you're vaccinated, you're safe. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody is yelling at the unvaccinated. Let me just say this to the vaccinated. You're vaccinated. You're protected. Stop this bull. Seriously, I know people who are like double, triple vaxxed, have had the boosters, and they're still like, I can't go anywhere near anybody. I can't go anywhere near anyone. I can't, you have to test before we meet. Stop it. You're being paranoid. At a certain point, somebody's going to have to dose you on the reality. And the reality is,
oops, my bad.
If you are vaccinated, this is driving me up a damned wall. If you're vaccinated, you're safe. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody is yelling at the unvaccinated. Let me just say this to the vaccinated. You're vaccinated. You're protected. Stop this bull. Seriously, I know people who are like double, triple vaxxed, have had the boosters, and they're still like, I can't go anywhere near anybody. I can't go anywhere near anyone. I can't, you have to test before we meet. Stop it. You're being paranoid. At a certain point, somebody's going to have to dose you on the reality. And the reality is, this disease does not kill a huge number of people per thousand. Once you have had the vaccine, it is significantly less serious than the flu. This vaccine is a... Why am I the only person who is telling the vaccinated to stop whining? You are now protected. I'm vaccinated. My parents are vaccinated. I am not afraid for them. I'm not. And honest to God, you know who else I am not afraid for? I'm not afraid for my kids. And the reason I'm not afraid for my kids is because if you are vaccinated... This is
you got the point. People who still don't have no sense. Hopefully you got the point. Where are we going next?
When Justin Trudeau stood and shouted that the unvaccinated would not go without facing consequences and that they would not get on a plane, a train, or a bus next to vaccinated people, it was nothing short of a fascist call for segregation. 60 years ago, fascists stood and shouted the exact same things about African Americans, and Canadians said no. 80 years ago, fascists stood and shouted the exact same things about Jewish people, and Canadians said no. And today in the year 2021, after how many countless fights and wins for the civil rights and liberties of individuals and minority groups in the country of Canada, we as a nation are standing by as a fascist shouts those things once again in our country. Canadians have historically sacrificed countless lives, protecting rights, freedoms, and democracy all across the world. And we are spitting on the graves of every single one of... When Justin Trudeau...
Exactly, you got the point there too. On to the next one. It's a nice change of pace of constantly saying American this, American that all the time. All you hear is American this. No. Other countries have done the same, similar stuff. It's not just America this, America that. That narrative needs to stop. Where are we moving on to next? The major question that you need to ask yourself is, when are you going to stop? When is this booster stuff going to stop? So let us bring up DJ Khaled. He's going to tell you how many boosters you're going to be needing if all these variants keep mutating.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. And another one. Another one. Another one.
Yeah.
You can't, like, exonerate yourself from decades of being a slob and being a person who has no consideration about their health and about their obesity and about the kind of food they put in their body and their lack of vitamins and exercise. And all of a sudden, you're health righteous? Fuck you. Fuck you. And you're telling me that you're the one who's doing the right thing and the smart thing, and you're the one who's healthy? Get the fuck out of here. That's straight nonsense. And you got to confront those people on it.
Yeah.
Because they run around all self-righteous.
Like, I got the shot. You're going to be in trouble if you get the COVID.
Like, bitch, you're going to get COVID even after you get the shot.
And they are.
They're getting it like
It's
crazy.
funny,
like my friend who got boosted.
Yeah.
Fucking boosted. Double vaccinated, boosted 2 months ago. COVID.
And crazy sick from COVID. Not only
Not
got it, but
good.
like crazy.
You can't, like, exonerate yourself.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. And another one. Another one. Another.
How many boosters are you gonna take, brothers and sisters? If the vaccine worked, brothers and sisters, why would you need to constantly get so many boosters?
What if I told you that this form of segregation is no different than this form of segregation? If anything, this form of segregation is worse, because at least with racial segregation, it was blatant, and people let you know how they really feel. The reason why this form of segregation is worse is because we've come so far only to implement this again. So now we're in a situation where people are dehumanized and treated as less than living beings, all because they don't want to participate in the science experiment. So if you deny service to homosexuals, that's a crime. If you deny service to a person of color, that's a crime. But if you deny service to someone who doesn't want to participate in a science experiment, that's cool. Sounds pretty messed up to me. What if I...
Let that sink in, brothers and sisters. That's exactly what this health passport is. And it doesn't even really work. Because if it worked, why is there a tremendous spread of this disease if it worked? The unvaccinated are not allowed to go in a lot of places now. But yet, this thing is spreading like wildfire. What's going on? I thought this health passport was going to stop this. I thought the vaccine was supposed to stop this. You see how this whole thing's being exposed, brothers and sisters? We cooking, we barbecuing. Exposing the lies and deceptions with the fire of truth always. Truth blazing. Facts blazing, facts be manufactured in a factory.
There was a recent study that showed that 78% of all the people that are hospitalized from COVID are overweight. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
where is the shame in that? All these people are talking about fat shaming. You want to talk about the super spreaders? It's people that have ignored their health, and those people need help, and they need support, and they need love. But there's a reality to the people that are getting sick from this. If everyone was healthy, this would almost be a non-issue. There was a recent study that showed that
So you heard, you got the point. If you have previous foundational health issues, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to be more susceptible in getting the virus, the CV-19. Address your foundational root causes first, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm saying. If the government is really serious about health, if the WHO and CDC is really concerned about the overall safety of everybody, why don't you get to the root and essence of foundational health? Get to the fundamental core of nutritional deficiencies in people, and proper lifestyle in people. God's going to address most causes. Listen to reason and listen to wisdom. So let me show you the hypocrisy of the government once again. Another exposition example showing how hypocritical they are. This is Justin Trudeau, the so-called leader of Canada, the Prime Minister. Listen.
Of the rule of law, of the rights of the individuals, of freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from crime, freedom to love who you want and not be judged for it, freedom to do what you want with your body.
Regardless of the fact that we are attacking
your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights, and the Charter says that's wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority to override fundamental rights of a minority.
The rule of...
Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Why would you trust any of these clowns, these government agents? You could go to every single prime minister and president and show how they contradict themselves. And they are hypocrite. They say they're going to do something, they pretend like they support you, but then on the other side of things, when things get real and get serious, for real, they do a completely polar opposite move to what they said initially. Listen again.
Of the rule of law, of the rights of the individuals, of freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from crime, freedom to love who you want and not be judged for it, freedom to do what you want with your body.
Regardless of the fact that we are attacking your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights, and the Charter says that's wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority to override fundamental rights of a minority.
The rule of law.
So you heard the little clip, how he completely did a U-turn on what he said before years ago. And you could find this consistently across all presidents and all government agents. They always flip. Make all these promises and they don't fulfill them. And this is the one I showed yesterday. I showed this one yesterday with the lab blaze.
As a result, from the start of Thursday next week, mandatory certification will end. From now on, the government is no longer asking people to work from home. And people should now speak to their employers about arrangements for returning to the office. And having looked at the data carefully, the Cabinet concluded that once regulations lapse, the government will no longer mandate the wearing of face masks anywhere. Mr. Speaker, and no longer criminalise anyone who chooses not to wear one. As a result...
So you heard it, brothers and sisters. We're going to be watching very closely to see if these government angels follow through with their so-called promises. That was in the UK. That was the Prime Minister of the UK. We're going to see if he follows through. We're going to see if this guy's actually real and stands by what, based on what he said. We're going to see if he stands by it. We're going to find out. As you know, they just released the pill version of treating the CV-19, right? So they're giving you another option here. So all the rape jab people, are you going to take these pills as well? You're going to get boosters and you're going to get these pills? Oh my goodness, man. When are the people going to wake up and learn? So much more things I want to say, but considering how YouTube is with their censorship and suppression, I'm just letting this talk. Here's some more comedy for you here.
If you have no obligation to take the vaccine, then they have no obligation to treat you for COVID. You can't have it both ways. I can work with this ideology. If you don't wear a condom, you can't have an abortion. If you eat shitty food, we can't treat you for obesity or diabetes. If you don't wear a seatbelt, we should leave you to die. If you OD on a drug, too bad. If you make bad decisions in your life and you become poor from it, we shouldn't treat you in the ER. If you smoke, we don't touch lung cancer. If you take any pharmaceutical drug and you have a severe reaction, better say hello to heaven. If you drink too much caffeine and OD, and yes, it does happen, too bad. If you eat sugar, the dentist shouldn't touch your teeth. If you don't lock your door and someone breaks in and steals your shit, sorry, better go shopping. You can't have it both ways. If you have no obligation to take the vaccine, then they have no obligation to treat you for COVID.
See, he was bringing some common sense forward. They're so busy trying to make this vaccine, highlight this vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine, but they're not addressing the other health issues to solve the problem of overall health as it pertains to the foundation of people's lifestyle. If they're really serious about the safety of the people, they would be addressing the whole lifestyle and getting it right, not focusing on a vaccine. That's how you know this is a slick agenda that they want to push. Why are they so desperate to put that vaccine in you? But they don't want to address the other health issues that are even worse and much greater than the so-called CV-19. Ask yourself that question and wake up. So I'm going to put this to a conclusion, my brothers and sisters. We're going to continue this consistently, exposing the fire of truth. Like I said in the video, like it says in the title, stop faking, stop pretending, stop lying to yourself. It's time to stand strong in the foundation of truth and be a lion, roaring with the fire of truth, coming with that thunder, that lightning, to wake up the masses, to spark and ignite their neuron pathways, their dendrites, their axons, synapses, so they start thinking in supreme natural intelligence. You want them to access that using common sense. Address your foundational health. That's the most important thing you can do to ensure that you stay healthy and strong. That is the fire of truth, and nothing but the whole, living, unified truth, my brothers and sisters. Until next time, stay sitting at your seats for more fire of truth coming consistently, of course. Sister Sheba, I see you laughing. Yes, it is a funny situation that is happening right now. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your evening or your early day wherever you are in the world. Your brother, Supreme Natural Intelligence, are going to continue to hammer the fire of truth. I wish I could go much harder than but you know, YouTube, man, I'll be going way harder than I am now, but I have to be careful what I say. But anyways, brothers and sisters, you know what time it is. Like, share, spread the video across the globe so others could wake up. So, awaken your mind and get your behind back to the organic internet mainframe of Almighty Nature, which is the collective consciousness, the unified field of the divine, the great vine, derived from the vine on which you get your true information, knowledge, wisdom, and supreme natural intelligence from. Health, wealth, knowledge of self, my brothers and sisters. Health, wealth, knowledge of self. Enjoy the rest of your day. We continuing to speak that fire of truth. You know what time it is, my brothers and sisters. Peace! Meditate, elevate, levitate, rise to the occasion, be patient, success does not come quickly, move swiftly, efficiently, make it count, big boy moves, big girl moves, big man moves, big woman moves, enjoy the process, that's a test of the quest to the west, show zest, invest in your nest, and be the best you can be, dressed to impress, express your gratitude, appreciation to the ones before you, let go of the stress, I suggest you progress your mind's willpower to devour the obstacles and challenges to become a champion. It's a great badge of honor to show yourself worthy in life's conquest, a never-ending cycle, school of learning. Yeah. Check it, listen, coming through for your bun. I'm an intellectual to the precise decimal, mathematical root radicals. So let's see this, I mean this, the fire of truth. From the sheer might, the fire of truth. Preach, teach, the fire of truth.
Just levitate, levitate, keep your head straight. Just levitate, levitate. Even if the world is so cold, we just levitate, levitate. Set these lies.
Balance is key, foundation you see, harmony we see, nature we free, spirit we agree, preach and teach, the flock we reach, peace we feast, Ecclesiastics 3, Barak Shalom hour, inner peace power, reason in season, there's meaning in beacon and wisdom we season. Peace to the Most High, the Most High, 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 peace to the Most High, the Most High.
Light up the chalice, tell them to Rastafari, ever safe and secure. Hands off it clean and your heart off it pure. Alright, it's them for know.